What's up guys, it's Max. We'll bring you the recap for the conference final inside CWL Invite, Dark Looter Z versus War and Glory. And yeah guys, as you can see, or as you probably have already seen, we lost by 3 stars actually, but that does not reflect how close this war was. I'm gonna get into that a bit later. One Glory cleared all the 11s with 2 stars by Channel 10s, tripled pretty much all the 10s but 2. On the other side we left 11 on the board with 1 star that we actually did attempt to triple 11 versus 11, and that's where of course 2 stars are lacking. 2 starred all the other 11s with 10s, and then of course had one more 10 on the board as well than they did. So yeah, 10 versus 10 count 3 to 4, so they had one more. Perfect dips on both sides, of course, only 9 dips being executed by us and 10 dips by them. 10 versus 11 actually ended up being pretty similar, and that really was what hurt us. We had, let me check that guys, I actually posted it right here. We had 4 out of 15 10v11, so that's a 27% hit rate. They had 5 out of 16, so 31%. But however, that does actually include a disconnect as well. We had 2 disconnects from Town Hall 10s this war, which is of course really unfortunate. So definitely could have used those 2 attacks. One was a 10 versus 11 attempt, where the next attack with the exact same plan ended up 2-starring the base, and the other one was a 10 versus 10 attempt. So yeah. Also a bit unlucky on a couple of 10v10s. We left 110 on the board with 99%, where we had to build a hut in the middle of the base left standing, and 110 left on the board with 97%. So yeah, a couple of close calls. It felt, and this is just my personal opinion, it felt like we got unlucky on a couple of 10 versus 11 hits with 49% Town Hall being targeted for the next building. So a lot of close calls. I can also say that we almost had a dip fail, got really lucky there, but same happened for One Glory. They also had a dip that definitely should have failed but ended up being a triple. So a crazy war, a very close war, just like predicted, and as I said, the 3-star differential really doesn't show that, but that's just because yeah, we did go for that 11 versus 11, so realistically, had we 2-starred that 11 and gone for a dip, it would have been 2 stars more, and it would have ended 112, 113, and yeah, those 2 disconnects also, of course, really hurt. But still, we're gonna check out a couple of nice attacks which we actually did have inside this war. Only 7 attacks today, guys, so we are gonna make a short, quick, sweet little recap here. Don't want to make it too long. I don't really feel like doing that right now, which you guys can probably understand. Of course, I am still disappointed as my teammates are, but hey, it's not the end of the world. It's been a great season. I'm gonna go on about that towards the end of this recap, since this is of course the final recap for CWL Invite Season 2 for us. So yeah, as you can see, Kampfzelle aka Valle has been pulling off an absolutely amazing attack over here, guys. Very nice queen charge, very nice wall breaking, so very cool to have that one playing in the back while I was summing up this war. Very, very nice hit to him. Swag rage spell in the back as well, guys, and a couple balloons that he didn't need. Nice one. We are gonna have another nice Lalo, but in the middle of that we are going to sandwich my Tower 9 attack actually on base 23, which was a Golem Avalanche. It actually turned out pretty good. So I saw this base, I saw this dead zone over here, and I just thought an Avalanche would work very nice on this one, because it was pretty easy to set the funnel with that natural funnel with the dead zone here. People, of course, not really defending against Avalanche these days. So yeah, I really liked this base for it and decided to do it. And it's a little bit something different than what we usually see, so I thought I'd throw it in the recap as well. Yeah, opening jump spell here, King, Bowlers, Queen, of course, coming in, and then the second Golem's already in to tank the King. Clear some trash buildings over there. Lava Hound in the Clan Castle. I actually got a bit unlucky with the Lava Hound here. Jump spell I don't remember if the Queen, I think definitely a couple times the Queen had to make her way through a wall because the jump spell wore off. That heal spell was pretty money there, saved Bowlers from a giant bomb, and then also helped them bowl down that Tesla over there. Queen able to deal with the lava pups with the help of the poison spell. So she did take the first jump spell, but then, as you guys can see, had to make her way through a wall. Guys, upgrade those jump spells at Town Hall 9. They need to last longer for Golem Avalanches. Yeah, no, but luckily the Queen did make her way through that wall there. But then I believe she also had to bust her way through the next one. I don't quite remember. I could not have dropped the jump spells earlier. But yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes. So yeah, this jump spell also wore off, so really unlucky there. It could have been even cooler, the Queen stuck on the wall twice. I actually said, planning this attack out, that I kind of wanted her to hang back a little bit, and that the Lava Hound that I expected in the Clan Castle, this was a fresh hit, would probably help me in doing that, but I didn't want her to hang back this far. But yeah, then it actually ended up working out. Bowlers were able to jump in there nicely. Bowlers surviving very long is of course extra sweet because they put out so much damage, and in the end it ended up not even being close. Also, I ended up swagging my Queen ability for this one. So yeah, a very nice attack and a lot of fun for me to execute this, and I hope you enjoyed watching. As I said, we had a couple pretty cool attacks, and the last Tunnel 9 attack for this recap is going to be another Lalo here by Haze Buster, and actually a very cool entry, a sort of a Town Hall 10 attack here executed on a Town Hall 9. You guys will see what I mean in a moment. Oftentimes we see these compartments like down here at Town Hall 10, very similar. And oftentimes we see Inferno Towers in the spot of this expo here, of course. And Haze Buster is gonna sort of do yeah, the same thing that we often see at Town Hall 10, with suiciding the heroes for an Inferno Tower, in this case for an expo, of course. So he's gonna use the King to tank the Wizzy Towers. Queen is gonna make her way in there. There goes another Warbreaker, and then King is gonna pop ability and actually open up the wall, so the wall breakers ended up dying in the Wizard Tower splash. But no worries, the King opened up the wall for Queen, and then died his death that was necessary in this case. Queen able to get that expo, and then with the ability able to do some more work and grab another Archer Tower, and that set him up for a very cool Lalo, of course. 2 Wizard Towers, an Expo, and Archer Tower out of the way, as well as a Cannon and an Archer Tower with Hasted Loons for pathing. So yeah, I thought this opener was really cool. Then the Lalo ended up dominating the base as well, so I wanted to show it in the recap, guys. And yeah, the rest of this is pretty much just sprinkling loons around this entire base. Skelly spell kill for Queen, of course. This was a cleanup, so he knew there was going to be a Lava Hound in the Clan Castle, which of course really helped him out as well. And yeah, converging on this bottom side of the base with a haste spell, heal spell. Those lava pups even taking care of the sweeper. Very nice hit to him. We had 3 10v10 triples, so we are certainly going to check out all of those, and we are going to start on base number 21. Where we have got Bene coming in right here with the good old Mass Miner. This, I believe this is our first, and for this season of course also last, Mass Miner 10v10 triple in CWL. Of course they got buffed recently, and yeah, Bene decided to jam them up to level 3 as well. Jam the time, of course. I suppose he had the elixir, and sort of doing it like a 10 versus an 11 versus 10 dip here, executing with the very widespread heroes on either side, clearing trash buildings, setting the funnel, tanking a bit for those miners, and a Hound CC. Excuse me, guys. Wow, a Hound CC of course helps out as well. Loon just gets poisoned down, and then the Queen is gonna get smacked in the mouth. For this attack, we attempted it before with Queen Walk miners, but just turned out that spam was the best for this base. Sort of a cheesy attack, but yeah, it ended up working out. At this point, it sort of looked like it was maybe going to be tough. And that heal spell, guys, pre-swag, that's what you call pre-swag. No, that Skelly Trap here at the bottom pulled a lot of the miners away, so really unlucky there with that heal spell. That it did not actually catch any miners at all, pretty much. Luckily, the Inferno Tower was able to go down, and then the rest of this attack did end up working out as well. Enough miners left to take care of all of the defenses. Lava Hound, of course, ain't gonna do nothing about this. And yeah, let's go to ×4 speed, guys, just to see how close this one was, but actually not as close as my dip. Yeah, anyways, that also ended up being a 3-star. Very good, Bene, very nicely done. Up next is Fabi with the Fair Play Queen Charge on base number 19, and as you can see, minus pulling off another triple. So I have actually been on the CWL podcast this night, woke up at 3 a.m. in Germany for Rudax, Murtaugh, and the boys to be on the podcast. Really enjoyed it, and we talked about the new troops and if we have seen any changes, and we definitely have not had 2 minor triples in the last war. So yeah, I guess the buffs that we saw are already showing with this nice these nice 2 minor triples. And guys, take a look at Fabi's wall breaking. He has broken a wall. He still has 10 wall breakers left, and he is going to put those to use. Very nice hit here to him. He was so excited when this happened. We were on voice here with him, of course. Spent quite a bit of time planning this out. There come the next wall breakers. Queen is going to take out the Wizzy Tower, and the wall breakers did end up hitting, although the tank giant died a bit too quick. But yeah, it ended up working out, breaking the Queen back into the base. There goes the next rage spell for her. Places it a bit in front just to be able to have the maximum benefit with the wall breakers, and also then the healers being in that longer. There goes the next wall breakers. They break open the next section. Queen gets the Expo out of the way. That was important to him. The loon was supposed to be a Coco loon for black bombs, but ended up being placed a bit too early. There went another miner for funneling. Breaks up the next section of wall even to allow the Queen more access, and then comes in with the King and the miners here on the other side. Good pathing into the first Inferno Tower, has 2 heal spells plus a poison spell left. Queen just has her ability at this point in time, but that's going to be okay, because she's only going to have to deal with an Inferno Tower. Queen is going to lock onto the Town Hall, onto the gold storage, and then to the Inferno Tower next. And yeah, guys, this was such a beautiful attack, and also completely fair play, by the way, if anyone is asking. I know that one of our leaders already got DM'd after this attack happened with something like nice fair play charge, but Fabi is of course 100% fair play, so very cool that it is possible to execute these attacks. And yeah, definitely not your casual 10v10 3-star. This one was really awesome, so great job to him. And yeah, a couple of beast wars back to back by Fabi. He also 6-packed on his Tunnel 11. Perfect dips for him. And yeah, next up, number 15, and we have got Bucket coming in for this one, cleaning up the Suicide Lalo, which is of course his forte. We had Niklas getting really unlucky with this one before, with his Queen stepping the wrong way, which really shouldn't have happened. Hasted Loons here taking out an air defense and a cannon, and also luring out the Clan Castle Wizard and Archer, so very cool Suicide Loons there. The Wizzy just able to grab the Dark Drill before the enemy Wizard and Archer approach. Queen is gonna negotiate the Wizard here without taking any shots, I believe. No, she took 1 shot, okay. King and Giant in for tanking. Queen takes care of the Tesla. There goes the Giant, and then we've got the test wall breaker that is gonna trigger the bomb and still crack the wall, and then more wall breakers coming in. There we go. The wall is open. We actually had a couple wall break fails on this plan as well. But yeah, King pops the ability, Queen gets the Inferno Tower, and then the goal is to also get enemy Queen. Although Bucket brought a Skelly spell just to be safe. Rather safe than sorry, guys. I don't actually remember if he did get... I did not watch this live, so yeah, he did. Wow. I haven't seen this before. He forgot to pop his Queen ability. Otherwise, he would have gotten enemy Queen. I was unable to be in this live, and I was busy with planning while this attack happened, so I have actually not watched the successful version. Of course, I have watched a couple of attacks before on this base. But so I know the basic plan, but I have not seen the exact execution. Pretty funny that he actually would have gotten the queen had he popped his ability. I actually also had on the dip that I almost failed, I also forgot to pop my queen ability, so yeah, that almost ended up hurting him here as well, but the Lalo potion was just so powerful for this raid that it still ended up being half an overkill, even with swagging that queen ability there. Wizard Tower popping the Lava Hound, really nice distraction. And yeah, great hit by Bucket on 15. And then we actually do have one 10v11 that I can show you guys, because we only took 2 hits. No, actually we only took 1 hit. We scouted this base with the Town Hall 9, and then Matt came in and did 2-star this one, quote-unquote fresh after the scout. I was involved with the planning with this one, so kind of happy that our plans did finally work late in the raid. Used the smart minion there to trigger the Tesla. As I said, we knew the Tesla from the scout, and then in with the loons. Suicide loons at the bottom just to be able to get some percentage. Did actually end up getting a cannon out of that as well. Clan Castle has little troops, so pretty good that the loons did not lure the Clan Castle here. Minions doing some work at the bottom, sniping some free buildings. That was the plan. And in he went with the stoned Gobo, as we are used to at the top. Sort of a YOLO plan here, not to the tile plan for the execution, but we just thought this was going to be a very good chance. The Golden Baller Rage funnel on either side was able to, actually no, we only did that on one side. One side just a straight up Gobo funnel, on the other side Golden Baller Rage. Was able to create sort of a good path towards the Town Hall. The goal for this one from the start was for the Queen to grab the Town Hall, guys, since the bowlers cannot reach it in the way that it is laid out. But we just wanted the bowlers and King to clear the trash buildings around the Town Hall for Queen to be able to end up on the Town Hall and take it out. And that actually ended up working out nicely, as you can see. 50% is already here, and the Queen is on the Town Hall with her ability. So at this point it was already over. Nice job to Matt, and he actually ended up with 58% for this base, so very nicely done to him. And yeah, glad that we were able to be at least very successful on one of the Town 11 bases. So yeah, guys, there you go. That's your recap. That's all the attacks I have for you. Thanks, JP, for the Lava Hound and Balloon. And yeah, what else to say, guys? Congratulations to War and Glory. Well played by you guys. You were just a little bit better, beating us in the playoffs again. Man, that's so unfair by you guys. You beat us in the CWL playoffs last season, and you beat us again in the playoffs. Best of luck to you in the final for sure. Big respect to War and Glory. We like those guys. Very, very solid clan, of course, but they are gonna be facing off against our sister, against the Dark Looters. So it is very clear that we are all pulling for Dark Looters for the repeat for next season, for this season, of course. Back-to-back CWL invite wins would be pretty awesome. So yeah, best of luck to Dark Looters, and hopefully they can bring it home. The final in Tallinn is going to be in 2 weeks. And yeah, 5 guys from either side are going to go there. I also want to dedicate this to our boys at DLZ, guys. Heads up, hearts strong. We are going to be back. And we're going to be better than we have been before. We have been consistently improving, and we're going to continue to do so. So overall, I think it has been a great season for us. First ever invite season. Been in the semifinals, so can't really complain. Looking forward to the next one. And yeah, guys, thanks for sticking with us. Thanks for supporting us in all the streams. Whenever I stopped by a stream on Twitch this weekend, there was a lot of support for DLZ, so appreciate that. Thank you all for supporting and for watching the recap. Until next time, I will see you all later, guys. Peace out.